Hey guys, this is Frozen 2 and Stranger Things Fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the recent superhero blockbuster movie that I just saw in theaters today, and it's Black Adam. So Black Adam is directed by Jaume Colette Serra, who previously worked on with Dwayne Johnson on Jungle Cruise, and he also directed the underrated horror film from 2009, Orphan, and stars Dwayne Johnson and Pierce Brosnan as two A-list actors in there, while pretty much most of them are B-list actors. He also got Marwan Kenzari, plays who played Jafar in Aladdin, the Aladdin remake. Viola Davis returns as Amanda Waller, and we also get a cameo of Jennifer Holland as Emilia Harcourt. You may know her from Peacemaker. And by the way, that was not a spoiler because I don't think people would have been surprised to see her cameo. But I'm glad we got to see Emilia Harcourt on the big screen. She was my favorite character in Peacemaker. Okay. Anyway, Black Adam tells the story of basically the plot for Black Adam is about Black Adam after like many years ago, like 5,000 years, when he was enslaved, and then what was given the gift from the wizards to become a hero by saying the Shazam name, but he but he wasn't worthy because he used it to steal crown that this crown that will like be a thing in throughout the movie, and so like Dwayne Black Adam was in prison for 5,000 years, and 5,000 during present day he was reborn from a tomb, and then but then he takes over the world, but then it's up to the Justice Society to stop him. Okay, yeah. That's the best I can explain the plot. Yeah, it's also about bad people, like the villains are coming for the crown and they must protect it. So yeah, Black Adam was a movie that I was really excited for. Like I always get excited for superhero movies. Well, the only superhero movies that I'm not excited for are the Marvels and the Flash. Sorry, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to those. But I wasn't sure I mean, I was excited for Black Adam, but I just wasn't really that excited for it until the trailer dropped. I mean, the trailer looked really good. Yeah, I actually really didn't know what to expect until I saw the trailer. And the trailer actually did sell me. I liked the trailer. I was impressed by it. And yeah, and I think the part when Dwayne Johnson I mean the part where I started fully becoming hyped for Black Adam was when Dwayne Johnson literally confirmed that Superman was going to appear in the post credit scene. That just now made me more hyped, and I was supposed to see Black Adam on Saturday, but well, well, I saw it today. I'm actually gonna be busy tomorrow and the weekend for college applications preparations and stuff. So yeah, I mean today's a perfect day to see Black Adam in theaters, and yeah, and I know that this movie got unfortunately got mixed reviews with a 55% critic score, but that's probably like kind of no surprise to Jaume Colette Serra's track record. He hasn't made a critically acclaimed film. I think the highest he got the highest one he got was The Shallows, which I haven't seen yet, but I got the trailer I got the trailer a few times back in 2016. I got the trailer, but yeah, I don't go off topic. So yeah, but Black Orphan was probably my favorite Jaume Colette Serra film for the longest time, but yeah, but now it's been topped with Black Adam. Yeah, after seeing Black Adam for myself, I gotta say this movie rocks. Yeah, no pun intended. Yeah, Black Adam was an awesome movie. I had a blast watching it. Yeah. One thing to know about me is that my type of fun are violence and yeah, my type of movies are non-stop action, violence, and and maybe sometimes gore. But I know people say that I hate fun and take things too way too seriously. It's just that I have my own fun, and this movie proves that non-stop action is by kind of fun because man, I was so into it. Like it was non-stop action throughout the movie. Yeah, from start to finish, everything in this movie is an action scene with like maybe 5 minutes time to breathe, like barely any time to breathe. Yes, there were some breathing scenes, but most of the time, yeah, Black. This movie was mostly all action, and I was in for it because I mean, it made the movie a lot of fun, and yeah, where do I start with this? I was already talking about the action, so let me just say that this is some of the best action in the DCU. Maybe even the best. I mean, maybe probably even the best action in DCU. Well, I mean, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This one's the best action in the DCU. Yeah, yeah. Every single action scene is just so epic and so memorable, and I mean, it absolutely knows. I mean, yes, it is pretty ridiculous and absurd, but sometimes I like dumb action scenes as long as they're fun. This movie is entertaining as hell. It is badass. Basically, the best way to describe this movie is that this is the Fast and Furious of the DCU. But no, I'm not talking about like the bad ones um like Tokyo Drift. I mean like the best ones like Fast Five and especially Furious Seven. Basically on that level. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm okay. Yeah, this is basically Fast and Furious. Yes, it's ridiculous. It's absurd, but it makes you love it. Yeah. If you turn off your brain and enjoy the movie, then I think you'll have fun. For me, I personally turned off my brain to enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I may be a critic, but I'm usually more of a general audience type of critic, not like one of those Rotten Tomatoes certified critics. Yeah, because those critics usually take things like this take takes everything way too seriously. And yeah, by the way, how speaking of which, how come DC League of Superbats got a pass but not this? I think you remember like how I felt about that over the garbage DC League of Superbats. Dwayne Johnson are also started in a film, and it just came out months ago and it's terrible. That was probably the worst Dwayne Johnson performance. Black Adam is his best performance yet. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is what was this was his passion project. He spent like a decade, I think 15 years. Yeah, he spent 15 years preparing for his Black Adam role, and despite Dwayne Johnson being taken way to Dwayne Johnson's movies like featuring him playing the same character over and over again. I actually like his movies. Most of his movies. I can't remember. I can't seem to remember which movies from Dwayne Johnson I dislike. But I'm very sure there's one. There's no way. With this type of actor, there's no way that there's a. Oh yeah, there was one. Baywatch. Yeah, Baywatch sucks. But yeah. Movies like Skyscraper. Yeah, Skyscraper. Those kinds of movies. Yeah, some of his other movies I forgot. I remember Skyscraper. I'm talking about the movies where it's noticeable that Dwayne Johnson is just playing the same character over and over again. His but the movie itself is actually a guilty pleasure for me. Oh yeah, Skyscraper, Red Notice, Hobbs and Shaw. They're Jumanji. They're examples of Dwayne Johnson just playing the same character again, but the movie he's in is actually pretty good and a guilty pleasure. And yeah, also yeah, the ones I don't like, I said that the Baywatch, I don't like San Andreas. I don't like the Hercules. I don't like Hercules. His version of Hercules is stupid. And I hate Doom. The Race of Witch Mountain is also pretty bad. I don't like that movie. And yeah, I do think that Moana is still my favorite movie that Dwayne Johnson starred in. Yeah, but I like that Dwayne Johnson actually does step out of his comfort zone to play Maui in this. But his best performance is Black Adam because he's been building up to this role. He's been preparing like he didn't spend like that long preparing for other roles he did, like the ones I mentioned. This is Dwayne Johnson's signature role. And plus, he wasn't actually playing the same character. He actually, yeah, he felt like I was watching Black Adam. I was, yeah, and I think Dwayne Johnson absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. Yeah, amazing performance. And yeah, Pierce Brosnan is was the standout for me. As this is also like his best performance in this film. He's known for playing one of the weaker James Bond actors. Yeah, he starred in like the worst Bond film ever made, and the worst action film ever made, Die Another Day, and he played a god awful Cinderella, like King in Cinderella 2021. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan is honestly not a very good actor. I'm not really a fan of Pierce Brosnan, but in this movie, man, I loved him in this. Yeah, Doctor Fate is my favorite character in the film. Yeah, first of all, yeah, he's just so cool. He's basically the DC's version of Doctor Strange, and I know there's some people complain that Doctor Fate is just a rip off of Doctor Strange, but get your facts right, people. Doctor Fate actually came first before Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange took inspiration from Doctor Fate, but there's no need to like saying that Marvel ripped off DC. There's no need to say that. Yeah. I also and man the Justice Society team. I love their chemistry. I actually love the chemistry, and man, we really need a Justice Society movie. I'd love to see that. Even though one of them, I'm not gonna give away that spoiler. This is a spoiler involving one member, but I won't say what it is. But I would say I predicted that that would happen, and I got it right. But again, no spoilers. For that. But I think we need a Justice Society members. Yeah, but I think we need more than just you know. I think they're too little. I think we could like add more. Yeah, please DC make a Justice Society movie. That'll be awesome. And I thought Doctor Fate was gonna be the leader of the team, but actually it's Hawkman. Hawkman is a great character as well, and he kind of deserves to be the leader. Yeah. Adam Smasher is hilarious. This is so funny, and Cyclone is a badass. Although I wish Cyclone was my favorite character in the film because I'm sure you all know how I feel about the female characters, but they didn't really use the female. I mean, I wish she had more, but that's not really a flaw because I was okay with what she is, but she just wasn't the best. I think Isis was my favorite female character in the movie. Yeah, Isis was technically the main female character, and it's kind of a shame that she didn't. It's kind of a shame that Isis didn't become a superhero. In the comics, she's technically a superhero, but in this film, she was a regular human being throughout the movie. Yeah, hopefully in probably either Black Adam 2 if they make one, or a Justice Society movie, they make her an actual superhero. Yeah, maybe she could actually join the Society team, even though like she mostly sides with Black Adam throughout the film. And by the way, speaking of which, I actually feel bad for the Justice Society. I feel really bad for them because they were treated like the villain of the film. Everyone believed in Black Adam since Black Adam was seen as the champion from Wizard, and he saved the town from mercenaries from kidnapping this kid who I don't know if they even mentioned his name. I think I forgot, but yeah, Black Adam saved them, so everyone saw him as a hero, and then they viewed the Justice Society as the villains. I feel bad for them. Yeah, but yeah, I also felt bad for Black Adam. Yeah, I mean, he technically was an anti-hero the whole time. The movie did follow the anti-hero formula that we saw from the DC from the Sony Spider-Man universe, like the Venom duology and Morbius. But don't get me wrong, this movie is way better than the Spider-Man Sony universe, Sony Spider-Man universe or whatever. But how do I say this? Yeah, I mean, I actually wanted Black Adam to be like a villain the whole time and not become a hero. Like how like so, but he ended up being a hero. I was okay with that, but like how are they gonna turn Black Adam into a villain now? Well, I'm a little confused, but I don't think it's a kind of it's just a nitpick. I mean, the post credit scene that did reveal that Black Adam is still a villain, but even like he was kind of like he saved an entire town. Yeah, it didn't really go what I expected. Yeah, in fact, that's one thing I love about the movie. It didn't really go the way I expected it to be. I already had a prediction in mind, like saying, "Oh, I think this is what's gonna happen next." Sometimes it came true, but other times I did not see that coming. And yeah. What else is there? Yeah. Shit. I'm lost of words. Oh yeah. Now let's talk about some of my nitpicks. With the movie. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. It's certainly not a perfect movie, and it was never intended to be a perfect movie. I knew that it was gonna be like not 10 out of 10 movie. But I will say that this was actually better than I expected it to be. This movie was a lot better than I expected it to be. Okay. So here's some nitpicks. The villain was kind of underwhelming. Yeah, the villain Satar or whatever you call it, Sabak. Yeah, the villain was Sabak. He was kind of weak. Now I will say he's not a bad villain. He's not one of the worst DC villains on the same level as Steppenwolf, Enchantress, and Lex Luthor, especially Lex Luthor. Ugh. And also the guy. I think he's. Yeah, but this villain is just underwhelming. I mean, the problem is that I feel like he only appeared in the last 30 minutes, so I think there wasn't enough time to flesh out his character. I think he should have been the villain in the Justice Society movie, and we could have like had probably Black Adam be the villain the whole time, and with the Justice Society fighting him. And I don't know. Maybe they just really need a villain. But I mean, this movie didn't really need the Sabak guy. He should have been saved for the later DCU movies. But yeah, it should have been just Justice Society versus Black Adam. I mean, I kind of like the Sabak. I like his CGI and I like the how strong he is. But yeah, at the same time, he was just pretty unnecessary. I think he's more on the same. He's on the same level as the villain in Aquaman. King Orm. Yeah, he's more of that same level when it comes to villain quality, but he's no Steppenwolf, he's no Enchantress, and he's no certainly no Lex Luthor. I will say that. The final battle is great though. I think he's also like Doomsday from BVS. Yeah, he also like on the same quality as Doomsday as well. So yeah, um, the final battle was great as well. And yeah, oh yeah, and the last thing oh yeah, Mr. Nerf was I thought the kid was pretty annoying at first, but I guess I started to like him, so I can easily forgive that. It didn't have the greatest story. I mean, I like his original story, and it makes me feel bad for him. But this is not like the best story, but it's not about the story. I mean, I didn't even think it was about the story. It was just about having fun. This whole movie was just about like being entertaining, and yeah, overall Black Adam was a blast. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, and more this movie was entertaining. It was full of action. It was my kind of fun, and and top notch performances from Dwayne Johnson and Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, I wouldn't say that this was a. I wouldn't call this a game changer to the DCEU. I mean, since it's not the best DCU movie. But it's actually in my top five favorite DCU movies, and I actually like this more than Shazam. I know people are gonna say Shazam is better, but I actually like this better than Shazam. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I think Shazam had a lot of problems, and yeah, but this one had less problems, and I just enjoy it more. But I personally do think Shazam Fury of the Gods will most likely be better than this. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna give Black Adam a high 9 out of 10. Maybe I could change my thoughts on this and rewatch. Maybe I could lower my thoughts to an 8 out of 10. But hopefully not on rewatch. But I rated it 9 out of 10 based on my experience, like how much fun I had. But yeah, that was my review on Black Adam. What's your opinion on this movie? Do you think that this movie was a fun time, or do you think it was a pretty mediocre film, generic superhero film? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, and stay tuned for my ranking on the DCU films. So coming tomorrow. So yeah, bye guys.